So hello everyone. Welcome to the ICC T20 World Cup team preview show, and today's the ninth episode of the team preview show. And the team we're going to preview today is obviously that most successful team after Australian ICC events, and quite know which team I'm talking about. And I think we can take time to guess which team I'm talking about. If you, I know most of you get it, but. For those who don't get which team I'm talking about, the team I'm talking about is actually India. Now, if you think of India and if you think about the records in ICC events, right to what they did in the 2024 Champions Team World Cup, 2025 Champions, 2022 Cricket World Cup, India had a mixed results in between those success they had over the last couple of years. If you look India in the past, maybe 15, 20 years back, the team they had, the pool of players they had, they were, they were all experienced players, they were all match winners. But what happened when after India won the 2011 Cricket World Cup, the things changed drastically. Most of the players retired, and Dhoni was under pressure as a captain. But then, when Virat Kohli became the captain of Indian cricket team, it changed the brand of cricket. It changed the globalization of Indian cricket, the importance of Indian cricket, and he showed to the world that I'm here to rule and I'm here to dictate myself as one of the best Indian captains. And you cannot ignore that Virat Kohli was indeed one of the best captains of Team India. Now, if you look at India, uh, before when they won the 2025 Champions Trophy, the T20 World Cup last year, or maybe they had a pretty good 2020 Cricket World Cup, only failing short to Australia in the final. Before that, they had some mixed results. As I said earlier. If you look at India, when they won the T20 World Cup in 2007 in South Africa, they had a pretty much 450 World Cup before that in West Indies. But they done the things around. And MS Dhoni led in led in young Indian side that took the world by surprise when they won the inaugural T20 World Cup in South Africa in 2007, and more expected that because Dhoni, when he was announced the captain of the team, most people said that this team will not go the group stage because they were in a group with Pakistan and Scotland. The match is called about South India gave four players the did win that game. The match was washed out. And the game of Pakistan was so crucial. India, Pakistan, the match was tied after 40 overs. India went to win the ball out 3-0, and that was the only time ICC used a ball out in a T20 World Cup. Since then, there has been introduction of super overs in the T20 World Cup to determine the winner of the game. Right? And Tony led the young team to the tournament, and he came, he conquered the title, and he conquered the trophy, and came home with a successful campaign. And the team, the people said they will be out of the first round. They turned the things around. They just didn't listen what people told them, what people said. They turned things around, and they came home with the title. But after that, India had to wait for a long time to win the title. Now, in between those, in 2009, India reached the Super 8. In 2012, they reached 2010, they reached Super 8. 2012, they were up, they reached Super 8. In 2014, they almost came close to the title for the second time, but lost to Sri Lanka in the final, which was Mahela Jayawardene and Kumar Sangakkara last T20 tournament at Sri Lanka player. Since then, after that, the team featured in the T20 World Cup. Then in 2016, India hosted the Team World Cup, but unfortunately for them, they were knocked out by the eventual champion West Indies in the semi-finals, despite scoring 192 to win the game because of brilliant performance by the Indies. Then in 2021, India went out of the group stage. It was the only time India went not out of the group stage in an ICC World Cup. That's the only time. When I said that's the only time. Then in 2022, reached the semi-final, lost to the eventual champion England by 10 wickets. But then came the 2024 T20 World Cup. Against all odds, they proved to the world that we are here to rule, and they did exactly that. They started the tournament where they topped the group, they reached the Super 8, they topped the group as well, reached the semi-final, but they beat the champion of the previous edition, England, demolished them, and then came the big test. They beat South Africa in the final, and that was that. after a long wait of 17 years, India did manage to win the World Cup last year. Now, if you look at the Indian team, T20 circuit right now, they don't have Rohit Sharma, they don't have Virat Kohli, they don't have Ravindra Jadeja in the ranks. So your history players who retired after the World Cup last year. Now, from T20 cricket, if you look at the team they have now, because someone like Sanju Samson, you got Abhishek Sharma who's been playing for me in IPL, or Sunrisers Hyderabad. You got Surya Kamayada being the team. He's been playing for Mumbai Indians this season as well. Tilak Barma, you got Naman, you got Hardik Pandya, one of the finest white-ball cricketer for India right now, what finest all-round you can say, winning the world. You know, they have those bunch of players. They got Shivam Dubey and Harding all-rounder. You know, the spin department is really solid. They got Ravi Bishnoi, they got Washington Sundar, they got Yuji Chahal. Then the seamers, they got Ardeep Singh, they got Mohsin Raj, you know, can bowl with the new ball and all. They got Shami as well, one of experienced fast bowler in that side, you know, and they got plenty of players who could turn the match around for India on a given day. They got Hashif Rana, one upcoming fast bowler from India, and the team looks quite settled. But the thing is that most of the players does not have the experience of playing the big tournaments, so that will be a big concern for India. But since they're hosting the tournament, and since they know the conditions, they will be one of the favorites to win the title this time around. But doesn't do that, that will be heartbreaking for Indian fans. More heartbreaking than that loss against Australia 2020 in the World Cup final, or 2014 to the World Cup final loss to Sri Lanka, or maybe 2016 semi-final loss to West Indies. Now the thing is, if you look at this team, the core of players, the bunch of players they got, even the replacement they have, just phenomenal. They got so many match winners in the rank. Because Shubman did to win that, because Aisha Russian with that. So they got plenty of match winners. Now, the big challenge for India will be how will they fare in the conditions and how will they perform and you know, at their home ground and with huge crowds coming in, huge expectations from them. Also, I forgot to mention Rinku Singh is there as well in that side. So they got a bunch of players and the expectations will be high on them, but hopefully they will be just lifting the weight and will be ensuring that against all those they can go on a title World Cup and prove to the world that they did. Okay, so that's it for this video, and see you on Thursday. And the team I'm doing on that days will be West Indies, and I got two more episodes of this team World Cup team to show you that the teams have already qualified, as I said, and there will be 8 more teams that will qualify up to the qualification round in 3 regions, and when the teams that will qualify preview on those 8 teams also are review all the 20 teams in December or maybe in January next year, December this year or maybe January next year. And the still like said they want that, but I haven't really decided what to do it, but it take a bit of time to get the players and all these things right. So I'll try to give it a place of the series also that these teams will play as well. So that's it for today. If you like the video, please share my video, and if you want to say anything, please write down in your comments.